Hi, everyone. My name is Dan Hentschel. I'm a mental health professional here in Los Angeles, California. I'm also real as hell. Fuck you! Everybody in my life, fuck you! I want to congratulate everyone on their Oscar-worthy performance as people in my life who I thought loved or cared about me in any way. She dumped me! She dumped me! Oh, no! Because every time I say that I'm a priest, or people even see the outfit, they say the first thing out of their mouth is always, "Whoa, how many kids have you molested?" I had a therapist once who explained to me that I do something called 0 to 100 thinking, which is when I start, oh my God, I'm gonna puke. I'm gonna go and try to attempt to live out the rest of my life. Good Friday, my fucking ass. Bad Friday. I'm fucked Friday. We're just supposed to wait until we die. Because we think that when we die, we get our dicks sucked for eternity. There's no heaven. He's not looking down at everything you're doing on a webcam and jerking it. I hope everything happens for a reason, because I can't see any other reason for my constant failure other than just God's sadism. Dear God, fuck you! You better hope you're not real. Because if you are, I'm gonna come up there and I'm gonna fucking beat your ass! The only God is this sip right here. That's my God. God damn it, fuck you. I'm still here. What's gonna happen to me? It's fine, I just have to accept that I'm just the type of person who was born to suffer. I'm very sorry to say that there has been a terrible tragedy. My ex-wife and her parents were involved in an accident, and they are no longer with us. Can I get you? Hello, could I get a, party? She did! I would hear people describe the various ways that people had been killed and tortured and all of this stuff. And of course, on the surface, you're like, oh my gosh, that's so terrible. But then deep down, part of me was like, yes, I have thought about killing my family before. Did you know that it's legal to get arrested on your birthday? It's my birthday! How are you gonna arrest me on my birthday? What have I done to deserve such disrespect? My date canceled on me again. I think I'm very likable in front of the jury. I think they're gonna eat me up because they're all idiots. So they'll probably just buy whatever we put in their trough. Shut up! Shut up! If you have cancer, can you do us all a favor and get over yourself? Seriously. She lost her husband recently. Rudolph was his name. He got hit by a car like a fucking dumbass. I think a lot of people, if there just weren't homeless people around, I think a lot of people would realize that actually being homeless could be fun and wouldn't be so bad. She said, holidays are always the worst for me because I think about my family and I miss Rudolph. And I said, well, that's because you're a schizophrenic, delusional lunatic. You're a hysterical freak because you've been crying about this guy for weeks. All right, fine. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. Well, okay, I'm sorry. Fine. I'm sorry. All right? If that makes you happy. God. It's so hard to be me, honestly. I hate all of you! You're the reason I'm not happy! It's not my fault! I finally figured it out! It's you! I am better than 99.9% of the human race. I've never done anything wrong. I'm perfect. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you for making my life worth living. Unlike any of you. I am very, very sorry for that. Now, I was not wrong because you were wrong because it was not 6 o'clock yet. But I will admit that I wish that you had not put me in that position. Let me say it like that. Because I am sorry that is what you did. What people don't seem to understand about this situation is that everything would have been fine if everybody had just done what I wanted. But people were resisting me, and people were intentionally obstructing me and doing the wrong thing. At every juncture, people had the opportunity to make the decision to do the right thing that would not have led to what happened, and they didn't do it. What did I do to deserve this life? Hi, everybody. Just a quick warning. There's a brief part of this story that is racist. A couple weeks ago, hi everyone, I'm Dan Hentschel. I'm a psychotherapist, and in this video, I want to talk about some of the most cringe things that patients will say to me in therapy. So things that patients say that just sort of make me go like, or get secondhand embarrassment. Today's video is going to be about drugs. And it's exciting, every time I get a patient and I can do, my little experiments on them. I feel a little weird. Sometimes I will point a gun at patients. I've done that before, and then I do something called Russian roulette therapy. Hey everyone, I get turned on when my patients cry. And what am I supposed to do? I'm like, right? I am normal. I am normal. I am normal. I am normal. But she basically said, I have schizophrenia and I'm really suicidal, and so I need a refill of my medication. And I was like, all I was hearing was like, womp, 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 womp. Good morning, everyone. Today I want to talk about what is the hottest mental illness. Now, when we say, excuse me, thank you so much. Because I hated this job so much, I started smoking. I had never smoked before, but I started smoking so that I would have an excuse to not work and go outside every half hour and smoke a cigarette. Because I had gotten fired, remember, from Target for my cocky one boing boing joke. I gotta tell you, not having a job is great because I got nothing to do all day but just sit around and fucking do hella drugs. It's awesome. But I was next to two ladies. One was old and one was normal. And I'm just like, big fat guy. Sorry, there was nothing. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be like that. I shouldn't be fat phobic. There's nothing wrong with being. So yeah, he was fat because there's nothing wrong with it. He was a fucking fat ass, and that's beautiful and that's great. So here's a hot take. Women are people. Sorry. That lady, not that it had anything to do with the fact that she was a lady. I'm sure that a man is just as capable of oppression and deceitfulness. My life would probably be a cakewalk if I could just sit back and let people get away with misogyny. But I can't. I will always advocate for people who are lesser than me. It was basically like I opened it with a little bit more force, right? It wasn't, when I kicked down the door, but... Hi, everybody. I wanted to show you around my ex's apartment complex. It's very easy to sneak into places these days, because I look pretty normal, so I can just kind of like wait for somebody to open the door. So I waited for somebody to open the dorm room door. Hi, everybody. I'm here outside of my ex's apartment because I'm doing a little bit of covert surveillance. Hi, everybody. I just did my first kidnapping last night. It was super interesting, super fun. I learned a lot. And I waited for her to come out. And then there she comes, little Elizabeth. And I'm like, I'm gonna kill you. was chasing after her, and I chased after her for, not very long. I think probably 10 blocks. And I was like, it's like, this would be funny if I did this. What a funny, horrible, evil thing to do. She has me ball gagged, and she's walking me around the sidewalk on a dog leash. Baby wants his bottle. The good thing about being drunk at work is that it makes it go really fast. So you're sort of like, and then all of a sudden it's 5 o'clock and it's time to leave. And that means that I can head to the liquor store. Liquor! I barely know her. I'm feeling pretty good. I've had a lot of mimosas. I lost. If you know how many you've had, you haven't had enough. That means thank God it's Friday. As if there's a fucking God. Yes! I'm so happy! Ah! I feel like I am on heroin and getting my dick sucked at the same time because I should be in jail right now. Every little thing is gonna be all right. Hey everybody. Hey guys, I'm in love with my sister. I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded a video in a long time. Everything's totally fine. I tried to commit suicide. What's up, y'all? It's my first day of being a cop. Yeah. Wiki. This is crazy. I don't know what even, I mean, I guess I just start arresting people. Hi, everybody. I shot a waitress and the situation was getting heated. So I was trying to de-escalate the situation. And the only way that I could see to de-escalate the situation was to neutralize the threat. And after that, the situation was very de-escalated because nobody was conscious. Hi, everybody. I just visited my sister and my nephew in the hospital, and they don't think that he'll ever walk again. All of a sudden, I hear my phone go, and it's my sister. And for a second, I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe my parents are dead. So I pick it up really excitedly. Before I begin, there are 2 things that you need to know about my ex-wife. Okay, number 1, she loved getting jiggy with it, right? She loved it. She was like an animal. And she died. I've had a lot of people in my life die under mysterious circumstances. I don't know why. Just kind of, that sort of thing tends to follow me around. I don't know, if I have bad juju or whatever, but, good luck convincing a jury that you're likable. I am Mr. Charisma. I'm going to walk in there like OJ, and I'm going to be like, and you're going to look like some old crone that everybody hates. So please go to trial so that everybody can see how great I am. The zoo people are losers. They all think they're Steve Irwin. You're not Steve Irwin, sweetie. You're a lesbian with acne. I had a job interview today, and I came in my pants during the interview. I'm horny. Does that make me a bad person? Oh God. I would be willing to bet that I have had the worst 24 hours in the history of the human race. Every time I see a biker, I think to myself, I should hit this guy. I should kill this guy. And I have to stop myself. I have to talk myself down. And I'm normal. So imagine what people think. Imagine what half the people in this city think who are crazy. I could kill half the people in this city. I'm not going to, but I could. Hear ye, hear ye. I, Dan Hentschel, refuse to be intimidated. Hey, you shouldn't be so confident that I'm not a crazy person, right? I remember very vividly one night, I had a dream. That's not like Martin Luther King, not that kind of dream. I hope he didn't have a dream like this, because otherwise he would be pretty freaky. Um, came in the house, had her earbuds in. Are they called earbuds? AirPods. Airbud is the movie with the dog who plays soccer. I actually lost my virginity to that movie, if you can believe that. That's a true story. Hey guys, I wanted to tell you the story about how I ate my grandmother. My grandfather had a huge, long, dark closet, and then you would throw Old Bay in the pool so that as the children are wrestling, it spreads the Old Bay around onto all the crabs. So this leads me to the cheese situation. Now what I want to make very clear, we were not in any way a grenade family, and I immediately know what I had to do. I floored it, and I plowed straight into him, going 45 miles an hour. And then I skirt out of the way. I was pretty good. And they both said, I do. And he said, you may kiss the bride. And I thought it would be funny to throw the grenade and shout, Allahu Akbar. Islam is a beautiful religion. I've actually been thinking about converting to Islam recently, so, watch out. We're sort of still in the phase where I'm trying to advertise the best version of myself, and I'm trying to be the person that she's going to like. And then eventually, once she's hopelessly in love, then I'll start revealing my bad qualities. It's like a margarita. How about that? Kissing Becca is like drinking a margarita. And kissing her dad was like having a Thanksgiving turkey. You know what I mean? Because they sort of. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. They started this inside joke throughout the day where they started calling me Squidward because I was depressed and I was being a negative about everything. I don't want the stupid waitress to come over with her stupid birthday cake and her stupid gaggle of idiots and say, happy birthday. Oh. I'm a pretty nice guy, so I try not to be abrasive, and I try not to, but I know you don't care what I want. My only emotional regulation problem is that I regulate myself to be around you for longer than 5 seconds. Yay! Help me! Oh God. I'm so mad, I'm shaking. Look at me, I'm literally shaking. Hi. No, I'm fine. Don't worry. I'm fine. There's nobody there. I don't know why I did that. Beep boop. Find out all the people my grandfather killed. I hit my nephew with my car purposely. And not only was it not wrong at all, I should get an award for doing it. Augustus Gloop heard my nephew and her son. His name's not actually Augustus Gloop. That's just what I call him affectionately. Hi, everybody. My nephew lived. Hello, everyone. When is it appropriate to exterminate a patient? And how do we make that decision from a clinical standpoint? If you're thinking about getting a restraining order on someone, think about how it's going to affect them. Okay? Because it's not all about you and what you want and what's going to be good for your life. I'm sort of like the Batman of mental health, So, my family died. I know! Isn't that crazy? I'm so happy. There's nothing I love more than getting a fresh start. That's sort of the silver lining in all of this. This is not the first time my entire family has died, honestly. I think it's even the third time. I never would have pegged him as that kind of... I have begged him before. And I wanted so bad to tell that mother, hey, don't flatter yourself. Even if Even if I was doing something inappropriate, I would not pick that kid. Sorry, that was a little inappropriate. Ah! Ta-da! This is what I call this my happy juice. You're a hero! Let's all form a line in front of you so we can all get on our knees and gurgle your balls! And they're not little girls. They're very large girls. And they're very scary. They know. That's why they targeted me. A white man. I like money. And every time I would see a tweet like that, ah! Where's the camera now? Oh, God. And of course, they're upset. They're like, squawk! Squawk! My oppressor! My cage! Squawk! That's the sound of your brain breaking in half. They're connected, right? And so, the first thing that I always tell every patient, it was not the same arousal that would happen with the regular porn. It was like, this one doesn't matter. You can either turn it like this or like this. And then, sorry, I don't know why I screamed. I'm sorry. And I said, hey, if you take me out on your boat, I'll suck your cock. I didn't say that. And that didn't happen. I am not gay. I am straight. I'm straight. I like women only, not men. I am not gay. There's nothing wrong with being gay, but I'm not. Okay. I finally figured out how to make everybody in my life happy. Turns out the problem the whole time was me. I'm the joke. I'm the Joker. I have had enough. I have had enough. I have a gun. I'll show you. And it would be interesting to try to talk to a therapist, but half the time I talk to a therapist, they're morons, you know? So I don't know. You're welcome, Dan. I love you. I'll never disappoint you. You are not going to get rid of me this easily. I am not going to become an effigy that you burn, the sacrificial lamb of your mediocrity. Because I've got big, big, big plans, and I'm not going anywhere. So you better get used to it. Let's see what mayhem we can cause at Home Depot. Home Depot. I am a genius. I'm the hero of this story. And there's going to be reboot after reboot stuffed up your ass. Hoses. Excuse me. If the founding fathers had YouTube channels and X accounts, they would have retweeted my videos and they would have followed me. Ben Franklin just followed you. The Joker can't find his car. Hey, yo, there. There's a reason why you're watching me. Because I am smarter than you. And I'm better than you. What must I do to get what I am entitled to from this world? I'm running out of ideas. I am the Joker. I started doing like this thing where I was like skulking around the church. I have been pretending to be my own girlfriend online for 6 months. But you get the idea. Everybody, I'm deeply unhappy. Fill your pie hole with popcorn, sit back and watch what I do, or shove the popcorn up your fucking ass and go jump off a... Well, I can't say that. You're responsible for this, not me. So, I'm relapsing on you! Party, 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 party! Hello, everybody. Good morning. Say good morning, Joker. Party, party. I talk about sort of my trauma with 9/11 and how my father, always said that he wished he had died in 9/11 because he hated raising me so much. I have to pee! I don't really like anyone, to be honest with you, but there are some people that I just keep around because if I don't talk to anyone, then I'm going to end up in a psych ward. Oh, what? What? Huh? Huh? People in LA have a serious staring problem. Oh, we are in Hollywood, and we are looking for Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey, where is he? Back to you, Deborah. There's no good in this world. Why does anything exist at all? What is this? Is God real? What does it mean to exist? What do you think about that, Steve Harvey? Steve Harvey! What do you think about that, Steve Harvey? You don't want to talk right now? Okay. All right. Okay. Joker! When I meet the man upstairs, I can tell him that I live my life to the fullest.